So what about automation? You remember that in arrangement view, we could draw a line. We could say, I want this to get louder over time, right? And we would say, start here, end here, and draw a little line using automation mode. We don't have automation mode here on session view. We don't need it. So here's how we do automation in session view. Let's go to a clip. Okay, we have two tabs up at the top of our clip view. We have sample and envelopes. Now we're going to go to envelopes here and we see automation and modulation. And here we see automation. Now, envelopes in this setting, envelope kind of means repeating automation, like automation that kind of comes back around over and over and over, which is what our automation will do here because it's looping. You'll see the term envelopes used a lot more in synthesis. So when we get into the heavier synthesis stuff, which we will be doing soon, that term will make more sense. For now, let's just think of it as a looping automation. So here we can automate something. We can say mixer track volume, sure. And we can say this is going to start really quiet and get really loud. If I make another point, cool. Now if I play this clip, okay, cool. Now we'll come back to this modulation setting later. We don't need it right now. Just remember that anything you can automate is going to show up here. And remember that you can switch to a different automated parameter just by clicking on it. So here's our panning and our mixer. If I click on that, our automation goes to panning. Okay, so I can pan things around all I want. Now what's tricky about this is that we have to remember that our automation is going to loop back. So in this case, what's going to happen is my panning is going to be right here, and then it's going to loop back and it's going to jump to down here. It's going to be like really kind of strange. Well, we're not going to hear it because of the volume automation. But the volume automation has the same problem, right? We ramp up and then we jump back down to nothing because it's looping. So we could avoid that by just making sure we start and end in the same place like that. Now it won't be so jerky, but it's not very interesting musically. But there is one other way we can kind of play with this idea, and it is through this button here, linked and unlinked. So let's go to a new video and talk about unlinked automation.